Hello YouTube, welcome back to another game of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. This is going to be the second game of SortOf versus Nerchio. We're going to be on Dusk Towers, and of course if you haven't seen the previous game, I really recommend going and seeing that. The link will be in the description below, and I would super recommend that because of course you don't want to start in the middle of a series. That is a terrible choice and a terrible thing to do. Give the players some respect. Just saying. Anyways, not to be too negative, I hope you've enjoyed my channel so far. If you're a new player here, welcome. I hope you will subscribe if you like what you see. If you're not new, well, you can leave the video a thumbs up before you even watch it, because you know I will be providing you with some good content. So let's jump straight into our game here. On the top right hand side here, we've got ourselves SortOf. And actually I didn't introduce the players in the previous game, so I do apologize about that. Let's do that this time. So on the top right hand side here, we've got SortOf, who's on he's currently teamless. Sorry, he's not on any team, he's teamless, and he's from Sweden. His opponent is going to be Nerchio. Nerchio is previously of Team Acer, but he's currently on Euronics Gaming, and he is from Poland. Let's see how this game plays out. It looks like Nerchio going for an early expansion and actually sort of doing the exact same thing. Our scores are going to be displayed very shortly, by the way, so spoilers are very, very imminent. Currently, Nerchio at 1. There we go. So it looks like builds are almost identical at this point. I mean, in fact, they are identical. They're just a few extra drones here for Nerchio, from what I can see. And the timings are a little bit better, I think, for Nerchio as well. But that is, of course, you know, small little variations, which, you know, at the end of the day, 1 second is not going to do a whole lot of a difference. Especially at the start. So these overlords are like, hello buddy, what's up? I hope you don't die. Actually, you know what? I hope we do die, because then I will win and I will not have my health risked here. So yeah. Anyways, let's see. Looks like metabolic boost coming out for Nerchio here, continuing on with the gas extraction though, so that's definitely interesting to note, and actually sort of doing the exact same thing. So still keeping 3 drones on the gas. That's something that you don't generally see that often. I mean, this means that he's probably going to go into roaches quite soon, or maybe even go into banelings, which would of course be a very good choice against Zerg. Looks like that's the baneling nest right there for SortOf. So it looks like the choice here is banelings. Is Nerchio going to go for banelings, or is he going to go for roaches? That's going to be the interesting thing to see here. Does have the 112 gas. What he's going to do with that, I do not know. He's going for a 3rd expansion. That's a bit risky right now. But then again, if you haven't seen any aggression from your opponent yet, chances are you're doing just fine. Let's see, metabolic boost about to complete for both of our players actually. With Nerchio at just a slight lead. Not going to do a whole lot here since there's not a whole lot of aggression going down. But let's see, both players, it looks like this might actually be a macro game, which is super awesome to see Zerg making it to the macro game. Let's see, is he going to pick off any workers here? It doesn't look like he did. That 1 drone is a little bit safe. Still a bit imminent with the Zerglings around the place, but running on away. I love how fast the Zerglings run. It's just like little cracklings, like freaking dogs. Crazy. 3rd base is about to be completed for both players. In fact, Nerchio's one has just completed. He was just a little bit ahead in his timing for that. And he's actually opted to go for a Roach Warren a little bit earlier. So instead of getting the Baneling Nest, he went for a Roach Warren, which I think is the better option, personally. But that's just simply because I don't like playing with Banelings, but that's just me. Being a pro, not a pro, but being a noob Zerg player, I do not like playing with Banelings. It never works out well for me, so I like to stick with Roaches instead. So let's see, he's putting down Evolution Chamber just to reduce the surface area over here. That's actually quite clever. Be able to block off Zerglings from running in a lot easier that way. And let's see, the army supply is very close. Worker supply also very close. Both players on 3 bases, both players with roaches, both players with layers. This is an absolute mirror matchup. I mean, the only difference that I've seen so far is the actual Baning Nest that did go out for SortOf earlier on. And that was pretty much the only difference, which is quite interesting. Definitely an interesting variation there. I mean, it didn't really play any effect. It was probably just a safety Baning Nest just in case his opponent would attack him. And what is going on here? Okay, let's see. Nerchio. Nerchio. That's the second game in a row he's gone for his Spire now. So it looks like he wants to get his Mutalisk play out. Quite interesting. And oh no, the Zerglings at the perfect timing yet again. Gonna spot out that Spire. This is just so bad for Nerchio. In the previous one, I think that SortOf just didn't have enough units to respond to fighting off a Spire, and it was a little bit scouted a little bit late. But in this occasion, I think that he might be just fine. I mean, he's got 42 army supply to 34, so SortOf could very well be in a position to defend off against this. Now, with the Spire timing here, looks like he's going to have about 1,000 gas by the time that Spire completes. I don't think he's going to throw down 10 Mutalisks, but he probably will throw down about 7 or 8. If he decides to continue with that, and I think it will be the correct option for him. I mean, all that SortOf has at the moment is just these ground units, so he's going to have the option of either just running straight for his opponent's base, or of course, he will have the opportunity to destroy those units, and he did actually end up putting down 10. He did end up stacking those last 1,000 minerals right towards the end of that Spire, and 10 Mutalisks are on the way. That is absolutely deadly, considering there's only one Ravager here, which can potentially take out a Mutalisk. I mean, it would be very difficult for a Ravager to actually take out a Mutalisk. Looks like SortOf is actually going for Hydralisks here. So Hydralisks, of course, very good against Mutalisks, but the problem with Hydralisks is that they're not as fast. Even with the muscular augments, which is on the way right now, these Mutalisks are gonna be so difficult to deal with. And oh, that song, listen. I'm a medieval man. It's from Warcraft 2, a pretty cool song, and of course I am playing Warcraft 2 music because that is awesome, and it's a Blizzard music, and they are super cool that they don't care about copyright in those terms. So yeah, let's listen to the song and just jam to a little bit while these Mutalisks wreak havoc over their opponent. More Mutalisks are on the way. That's going to be a total of 13, I believe. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, 13 Mutalisks. Picking off one Hydralisk. Of course, every pickoff that he can get right now. Oh no, these 3 Mutalisks going to get intercepted here. Losing one of those immediately. Second one also getting taken out. Third one. Yes, third one also getting destroyed here. And this is not looking good. I mean, he's lost five drones. But at the same time, there have been quite a lot of these Mutalisks dropped as well. A total of 5 have been destroyed already, so not quite working out as well for Nerchio as he'd like. The main engagement is potentially going down here, but I want to keep an eye on the Mutalisks because this is going to be where the damage matters right now. And there we go. There's so many of these drones getting taken out. The main engagement, now this is going to be important. Let's see what he's going to do here. The army supply is favoring SortOf on the ground. And he will be able to fight off Mutalisks if they do decide to move off against them. I don't think they will though. Let's have a look. I mean, 100. And Nerchio's army is slowly getting dwindled down. But he is catching up now at this point. Looks like the roaches in the front are doing a little bit better than the Hydralisks. And how is this one going to play out? Nerchio is still ahead. He's reinforcing a little bit faster and SortOf GGing out. Honestly, let me have a look at. I honestly don't know if that was the correct call. Okay, yeah, towards the end there, he did lose a few extra units, but that was actually because SortOf stayed in the Nerchio stayed in the game for a little bit longer and destroyed a few extra units. But honestly, I don't know if that was the correct call. I mean, SortOf was not that far behind. He could have potentially recovered it. He destroyed a lot of the Mutalisks already at that point. There's 3 of them remaining. So, honestly, I don't know if that was the correct call. But hey, look, that was pretty much the end of that. Nerchio taking game number 2. I hope you have enjoyed this game. Of course, leave it a thumbs up if you have, and if you haven't, please do so right now, or if you haven't done so already. If you would like to subscribe, of course, you're very welcome to do so. My channel is always uploading StarCraft 2 videos. It is a daily upload. I do release them at slightly varied times at the moment while I figure out what is the best upload time for myself. It seems that about 8 PM UK time, which is about 3 PM EST, seems to be the most common, the most viewed time, but I do have to experiment with that still. So that's pretty much it. I'll end this video here. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Good luck, take care. See you guys next time. Bye bye.